its office. Well, many would say they might have access to certain documents that incriminates the government and all that and that. But what do you have to say regarding this invasion?
Just like we were saying earlier on.
Yes.
Look at that again. DSZ had gone to Serap. On this platform, several others on radio and television.
Yes.
Serap had become the remaining NGOs in Nigeria that has that boldness to continuously ask for accountability. To the extent that they have not only been doing that, they have taken certain organs of government to court. And they always come up with their figures, incriminating figures. And I've never seen one single government official coming out to puncture their claims. So if that is what is happening, and we have been clapping for Serap over the years, that they are the only ones that is making us to still feel that, well, those that are leading us, they are not super gods. They can still be asked questions. And they are helping, they are the ones doing that for all of us. So, and there have been allegations, people have been insinuating along the line that government is attempting to suppress dissent opinions, descending so hard on them. So this latest one that DSS has done is to further prove a section of Nigerians right that what they are thinking, what they are insinuating, what they are suggesting may be right at the end of the day. Now, going there, you just said that maybe they want to fish out certain incriminating documents. Maybe. And what if Serap at the end of the day come out to say they have so documents that after the DSS invasion, those documents are missing. And those are documents are supposed to be used against certain A, B, and C, D top officials of government that had done this. So, I mean, it becomes a laughable thing when the DSS secret police in this country that we rely on to help us unravel certain things. If this is what Nigerians now come out to prove that they are not genuinely doing that, then where are we? We become helpless. So it's unfair that they went there.
Well, just like the DSS, many have termed the DSS, bodies like INEC, agencies like many other agencies like that, and even the judiciary and also the legislature has an instrument that the executive use to, perpetuate whatever act they seem comfortable to perpetuate. And many are already saying that they don't foresee good governance coming. What do you make of this assertion?
Let me go this way.
Okay.
We are in this mess in Nigeria today, this economic mess in Nigeria today.
Yes.
Because of one thing that we all had come to know, and that is the oil issue, the NNPC. Now, we have government. Even this government came on board and said the subsidy of a thing was a scam involving certain top Nigerians rolling into trillions of dollars. DSS had not gone there one day to unravel these allegations that is been on for over 10 years. This government is telling us this is the decay of the wrongdoings in the oil sector over the years. It's the one pushing us to this level. You and I are suffering this much. DSA had not gone to that sector.
So does it justify the fact that they are stooges of the executive?
I would really want to. I don't know really, but it's an extension of the presidency anyway. DSS is an arm of the presidency. So if the day DSS will go and unravel this, I have said it on several radio programs that, you say certain individuals, a small percentage of Nigerians are the ones smiling home each time with trillions of dollars. And I said, for God's sake, can't government name these ones? And let us know. You have named them, you have detained, you have charged them to court. DSS, ESCC, and whatever SPC have gone after those of them who are public officers and made them accountable for certain things. Then, if you now ask me to buy a fuel for 2,000 liters, I will know that it's not you, it is these individuals, and I'll be looking for the day these ones will be made to account for it properly. And then there will be a stop in that sector. You have not done that. DSS has not gone there to help us. It still became a mystery till I speak. And no agency of government had gone after these ones. So it is only the Ajairos, the Serap, all those that...
Even common individuals have been apprehended regarding the protest.
Just, yes, they tag them terrorists. Yes. When things get to a level like this, I said it at a time when this protest was to take place. I said, protest is never a wrong thing all over the world. Those who want to protest, we first need to tell the government, give reasons, and state. Then the security agencies will be invited. You ask them. They want to provide protection for the protesters. To the extent that if you see certain areas are sensitive, you make sure they don't go certain routes. But where is that is not done, then you don't blame anybody if hoodlums get inside and hijack. And at the end of the day, whether the alleged suspected terrorists join them, if terrorists should come into this country or they are in this country already and they filter into protest, then certain people have not done their work properly to detect in time how certain terrorism is not a serious matter. Get into this country and openly go on the streets along with protesters. So certain individuals are not doing their work well.
All right.
That's what it means.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Wole Adedeji, for your submission. Well, Joe Ajaero and even the Serap have been standing up and speaking out to the government to account for their activities. And an activist lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, will I say, yes, sarcastically, he made a comment and he reacted to all this arrest and invasion, and he said that the next to be arrested by the Tinubu-led government is perhaps Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Omoyele Sowore, perhaps accusing them of planning a coup, because all these people I've mentioned are oppositions who speaks out. They speak out at most times to certain policies, and they speak out to the government to account for whatever policies that is being put out by the government. And if Joe Ajaero and Serap are also speaking out, he is saying that these people he has mentioned, Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Omoyele Sowore, maybe should be next by the Tinubu-led government to arrest. How do you see this statement? And also, how do we salvage this situation of that the people, or that many see as suppression of voices? How do we salvage this situation? Because people are meant to, this is a democratic government, people are meant to speak out.
Yeah, you see, like I said earlier on, certain individuals, particularly those who are who participated in the last election, and did not win, when they start speaking initially, I just see them as your enemy. Yoruba will say otani doya. That is, your enemy can never eat a very fat grasshopper, no matter how big. Is it just this tiny thing? That's the way I see their opinions initially. But the way things are going,
they have not stopped.
They have not stopped. Yes, they have been consistent about it. And the way what they are saying all along is continue to prove that they are right in their opinions. So is it Deji Adeyanju? Yes, he's a human rights activist, but I was seeing him initially as being inclined to something arm of politics. Then is it Atiku, is it Obi, or whoever? I have always been seeing them as well. They are politicians who lost in the last election, and they need to be talking so that they remain relevant. So it's not that they have gone into underground, but what they have been saying consistently and what is happening these days is about to prove them right. So, and I still want to plead with government to call its agencies to order, so that this one will not succeed at the end of the day.
All right.
To convince us that this is what government is doing, and which is very wrong.
So that people won't see this government as an authoritarian or dictatorship government.
Exactly.
Because that's what is going around now.
And
as
people are saying it, and things are proving them right. So I know it's not too late. Government should just look inwards and see that this thing should be arrested. They should let us see the sincerity of purpose in their actions.
Sincerity of purpose. All right. Thank you so much, Elder Deji Adeyanju. All right. This message says, good morning to you in the studio. Well, it's unfortunate that we all find ourselves in this kind of situation. It shows clearly that there is nothing like rule of law. The same government says, if you see something, say something. I'm afraid if anyone can say something anymore, where are we heading to? Is solution difficult to achieve by our leaders? Hope we will not all be caged one day. It is well with us. Oludare from Irewolide. Well, keep your messages coming in regarding this issue. 0913 655 6864. We'll have to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be taking your messages and your calls before we move on to our second conversation. This is still the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Dìde kára ó lè. Dìde kára ó lè. Ó yá lè dànù orí fífọ́, lè dànù ara ríro, lè dànù òtútù ibà, lè dànù. For fast relief of cold pain, fever and headache. Dìde kára ó lè kókó.
Ẹ sọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro kí wọ́n kán lùgbò one time. Kára ó lè ti dé o. Àgbáwọlé ní sẹ́ni àkàwọlé ń tèrè kan. Koríko tèrè bá ti tẹ òtún gbérí mọ́. Dìde kára ó lè lúbúlúbú funfun pẹ̀ ìrúkù sarajọ mẹ́ra yágágá. Àjàká kò tí sọkọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro lágọ̀ọ́ ara. Káì! Kàsàkàsà knockout. Agbára ju agbára lọ. Dìde kára ó lè jagunla bí olùgbòǹgbò gàjàtọ̀ ara jà tó ketílẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ìlú ra kẹ́gbà. To Yield Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. Àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi kápò oògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe é. Bára rẹ̀ ò bá yá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Má ṣàfihàn o, kàn sí dókítà rẹ̀.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Yes, of course, it's still your shining supreme station, Diamond 88.7 FM. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also we're live on YouTube at Diamond FM e-learning, on other platforms at Diamond 887 FM. And don't forget to bring your goods, your services, your product for us to market for you. And the number to call to reach the marketing department is 0912 929 4332, or you call 090 7722 7120. Those are the marketing line. And this morning on the Diamond Breakfast Show, we're looking at the arrest and invasion by the DSS, by the arrest of Joe Ajaero, and also the invasion of Serap's office. We are looking at reactions from different individuals. We'll also take your reactions. This message is from Jimo Jamiu. It says, I think the word terrorism or terrorists is the most abused by our security agencies. All high-profile individuals arrested in this government are always charged with terrorism. The government are only focused on punishing the oppositions. I think one of these days, you guys should tell the public again the functions of the various security agencies, especially DSS. Well, I think one of these days we'll bring a legal practitioner to expose all the functions of different security agencies. But at this point, you can start calling the studio line to participate and air your thoughts on this topic we've discussed this morning. The number to call is 0913 655 6952, 0913 655 6952, or you call 080 00 887 887. The phone lines has been opened. 0913 655 6952. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nedu.
Good morning, sir.
Godwin from that journey.
You're welcome, Pa Godwin.
They are killing truths in this nation. Killing truths. What happened is that this Ajaero, they stopped you not to go there. After stopping now, it was released. Look at Serap. He talked about the 6 billion still collected by NNPC. He said they should account for it. If they fail, it will take them to court too. That reason, they want to silence him. Who deceive you? Once humanity shall cease, man cannot be a wolf to man. Stop me from that journey.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Talk to them, oh.
Of course, we are talking to them. Thank you so much, Pa Godwin, for your submission. All right, 0913 655 6952. 0913-655-6952 or you call 080-00-887-887. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please, good morning.
My name is Okorie. I want to appreciate the elder in the studio. He's doing a good work there.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I want to just remind Nigerians that our Baba Tinubu and his colleagues, they did this to PDP when they were in the opposition. They were out there protesting and doing all manner. None of them was guarded, and none of them was arrested.
Yes.
In fact, the likes of Lai Mohammed did all manner, said all manner, and they were allowed to do it even the way they want it. But today, the story is different. We are watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Jacob Samotayo. Thank you for your submission. All right. Many would also refer to the time of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO.
Yes.
When President Tinubu, the present president, championed the protest against Babangida, the military government then.
Sponsoring them. It was alleged before, but openly it had been disclosed how our present president had to be the one
to champion it.
Not only championing it, those who were even running away from the arms of the military.
Yes.
He had gone there ahead of them and was taking care of them, accommodating them to the extent of selling his personal property in London to take care of them. And we were grateful to him that his efforts led us to democracy eventually. So now that he's in charge of democracy in the country, we expect that spirit should continue.
All right, let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. This is who?
Eze from Elore.
All right, Eze, please go ahead.
Yes, I want to humbly say that we are seeing another Abacha in government. And I want to conclude by saying there is God, though.
All right, thank you so much, Eze. There is God, of course, and we just hope God is watching us in this country. 0913-655-6952 080-00-887-887. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
good
please.
Morning, Nedu.
Yes, what's your name?
This, what are you speaking from Ilorin?
Okay, go ahead, please.
You know, first and foremost, we would like to blame the security agencies. But we will not find what has transpired between the security agencies. You know, they came out and said they invited you Ajero, but they did not honor the invitation. That's how police invited him. He did not honor the invitation. He was saying he is not a core politician. We know he's a president and he's a politician, but he's not a core politician that can be gaining the favor of the security agencies. You know, we should not deceive ourselves. And again, they were saying Tinubu then that they did the protest. Nobody is doubting that. But tell me the nobody that joined the protest at Ojota then. Ajero has aligned himself with the political party before the coming government. So they will be fighting for credibility in the citizens internal. You know, it's what the former NLC leader, Ali Dawaba. He's got to return to form a parallel NLC. We cannot continue like this. If you want to be a politician, resign from the civil service and go and join politics.
Right.
Let's know that we are a core politician.
All right, thank you for
and
your
as
submission.
for Sarah,
Yeah. Hello.
we just have to condemn the government because Sarah is the only body that is speaking for every one of us.
All right, thank you for your submission regarding these issues. Let's quickly move straight ahead into our second conversation. Our time is fast spent. Okay, let me take some submissions from our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, sir. The presenter, this present government lacks bearing and direction and doesn't know what they are doing. How on earth will you be using security operatives to your disposal just because you're in power to be intimidating opposition just because they are speaking the truth? The insecurity issues are there. Send the security operatives after bandits. Boko Haram terrorizing Nigerians and not after innocent personalities. Are they from Gomo? God bless Nigeria and Diamond FM. All right, our last message. Good morning to you in the studio. I'm just tired about everything in the country under President Tinubu. Just imagine the way they arrested Ajaero when those cabals who made us to be buying fuel at 1,200 naira per liter are still enjoying their life. What about Yaya Bello? What about Edu, that Kogi woman and others? Just because they knew that Ajaero may talk about what Nigerians are facing there is God. Chief Fadikbe Abolarin from Yakuba. Well, many reactions from Nigerians regarding the suppression of decent voices.
Yeah.
And, well, we just hope that God help this country.
That's our prayer.
Yes. All right, let's quickly move straight ahead into the political crisis rocking the Labour Party. And many would say that the Labour Party is an offshoot of the NLC. That's what some people, the Labour Union, and the NLC, or the Labour Party, has been experiencing a series of crises right from the campaign era of Peter Obi. We had the Abure faction and the Apapa faction. And, of course, right now there are factions. The Julius Abure-led Labour Party faction has cancelled the automatic ticket it previously reserved for Peter Obi and the Abia State Governor Alex Oti for 2027 election. They've cancelled it, and the possibility of this consuming Peter Obi's aspiration in the Labour Party, this is what we'll be looking at this morning. And let's discuss it. What's your take regarding this? That is the possibility of this withdrawal of the Julius Abure-led faction of their ticket or their support for Peter Obi and Alex Oti, who are the frontliners of the Labour Party. What do you make of it?
A house divided against itself cannot experience anything different from this. Before the general election, there had been that crack in the party. But I won't be surprised if that party is facing that. They are talking of Peter Obi.
Yes.
Was Peter Obi initially a Labour Party member? No. The Labour Party itself, just like I wanted to react to somebody who said Ajaero was more of a political thing, forgetting that NSC played a prominent role in what now become Labour Party today. Osho Manley, when he was pulling out of NLC to join politics fully, he led the NLC to actively demand for the formation and strengthening of a party to be named Labour Party. So we can say Labour Party is a baby of NLC. But no sooner than that was formed that it became obvious that a Labour Party, yes, is not known to have been a party that those who are known to be core politicians formed. It was just a child of necessity that came at the time it came. So I don't expect that party to be solid as it will want to be, even by now. And that's why we see it from the beginning. They keep having divisions among themselves. So if it is a house that is divided against itself, what do you expect? Now, they're talking of Oti is the only governor of that party.
Yes.
And take it or leave it, is the one that has access to certain resources that can help fund the party. At a point that PDP had problems, it's because Wike was there. He had access to resources to help sustain the party. That's why the party is still on the feet today.
Okay.
So if at that time anybody is now saying why was Wike sustaining the party, then one will ask questions. Then it's like you want the party to die. So Oti cannot do otherwise than to use the resources he has at present and Obi to sustain the party.
All right.
So if they are divided, this is what we'll be getting. You have a version who want to do good things, another one will say, no, don't do it. Not until they come together. This will be the issue.
But this withdrawal of Peter Obi's ticket and Alex Oti by the Abure-led faction, do you see any significance or any effect coming from it, like hindering Peter Obi's chances of...
Won't Abure be allowed to be relevant?
Won't Abure be allowed to be
relevant? And if he doesn't say, if he doesn't do this, if he doesn't get some people along with himself to say this, then he becomes relevant.
You're saying it's a move by Abure for him to regain his relevance in the party?
That's my opinion too. If he doesn't say this, Obi and Oti are on one side. They have the resources conveniently to sustain the party. And Abure will not want to go underground. So if he's not causing problem, if he's not saying, if he's not expressing different opinions,
Yes.
then he will become irrelevant. So as long as it remains like that,
Yes.
one group will say we want to do this, no matter how good that is. The other group will say it is not good, and begin to undermine them.
All right. Well, there are many people just looking at the obedient movement and all that. Many people will regard what's his name again, Peter Obi, as one of those politicians and all. But some are saying that he seems like the Messiah who has good intentions and wants to remove the Nigeria from the situation it is right now. But some will say no, it's just like it's just a political party. But what makes Labour Party different from any other party in Nigeria? Do you think that there is something that stands out in Labour Party?
Peter Obi, like I said earlier on,
Yes.
is one of the politicians that time that lost out in 2023, and then he kept talking, and he will be talking, and as long as he talks, and he's still in Labour Party, one will want to see the Labour Party as the one doing that, at least the faction that he belongs to, and ask him to leave or not to leave, or a movement that is formed in his name. He has become the number one name in the party today. Leave it or leave it. Take it or leave it. He has become the number one name in the party today.
If he leaves, will that party still stand?
Well, I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. But if he leaves, the party remains. It doesn't matter who remains in the party. But whoever remains will not be saying we are the party leaders. We are the owners of the party.
Right.
But as long as he is there, whatever he says reflects Labour Party, and is a big fish presently there.
All right. Now, after the withdrawal of this, the presidential and the governorship ticket by the Abure faction, to salvage the situation and create what is known as a soft landing, the national coordinator of the Obedient Movement Worldwide, Eunice Tanko, disclosed that there will be a formal registration into the movement for members and intending members. Now, can this seemingly new movement under the Labour Party, the Obedient Movement, can they become a formidable? Do you see them becoming a formidable force to serve Peter Obi's political aspirations?
That is what it implies. He said the joining the movement is thrown open to everybody. It cuts across political parties. It doesn't matter which party you belong. So whoever is in Labour Party now and is feeling threatened, that is saying they are saying nonsense, that person is not reasoning well. They have simply said they are not limiting the movement membership to Labour Party. You and I, if we want, can join a movement. I won't be surprised if in the next 2 years or thereabout, this be transformed into another different political party. And we have seen
that's the obedience movement.
Movement, yes. We will be surprised. Won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if we transform into another political party.
All right.
Take for instance, we have been reading how Obi, Atiku, El-Rufai, and all of them had been meeting one person or the other
to form a coalition.
And there's a movement that we have not seen now. Other movements may come up along the line, but in the next 2 years, I won't be surprised if you see these movements coming together to form a political party.
Well,
I pray that will not be the end of the Labour Party anyway.
Well, looking at what transpired when Abure was alleged to have misappropriated funds in the party, and in response to the rumors that he mismanaged the party's fund, he claimed that Aisha Yusufu, the activist, and one pastor, Itua Igodalo, were the ones responsible for managing the campaign funds of Peter Obi in the general election. According to him, the party never had access to the accounts opened for donations to support Peter Obi's candidacy.
My brother.
Yes.
He who pays the piper
dictates the tune.
They are the ones who brought the fund to be used for a purpose, campaign. The Abure, Apankpa, or whatever them, they were just there as party members, having nothing. And the best that could happen to them was to have a presidential candidate of that caliber who brought resources for them.
But
And he's the one. He brought resources. He and his friends brought resources. We heard that he even has some people from outside Nigeria
Who
donated. So if the money sent was for his election,
yes,
and you don't forget that he came into the party at the peak of preparation to the presidency. So the money couldn't have gone to the likes of Abure or Papa, who we know they were just sorry to say.
You support his claim?
I support. Abure has even explained that yes, and Aisha Yusuf and Godalo have not come out to say it is not true.
And even Peter Obi despite all this, has not spoken.
Obi, whose money, on whose behalf the money was spent, has not said it's not so. So who is talking?
All right, thank you.
The owners of the thing have used the way they like. People should not bother their heads about that.
It's just different factions fighting against one
another. I won't be surprised if that chunk of money was available then, and these other ones were not even allowed to enjoy maybe 2 naira out of it.
All right,
I said they will not talk. They will talk.
Let's take this call, please. Hello, good morning.
Nedu,
Yes, please.
suffering for radio, let us pray for our Redeemer. Let us pray for our Redeemer. People who they are one. Can a pot call kettle black? It's not possible. All of them are one.
All right.
See what is happening now.
All right.
Let us pray for our Redeemer. God bless you, Nedu.
God bless you too, sir. All right. Well, just like what he just mentioned, these people, they are one. Talking about the politicians. That's what many people are saying.
It's true to the extent that they are bullied them. If at that time they have been given about 20 million naira, they won't be talking today. They are one.
All right, let's take
They will
this
be
message.
one as long as the thing interest goes round.
This one says, good morning, house. I'm Tolani from Asadam. To me, I see Ajairo's invitation by the police is another trick to exchange gold with fake from Nigerians to soften October 1 planned protest, just as they did on the previous protest with Russian flag. This government should go and stop playing game of double standard. All right. Thank you so much. This one says, good morning, sir, and the elder in the house. All I want to say is that Nigeria is just manifesting characteristics of characteristic states of nature, a sign of military democracy. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. God will deliver us. Dio from Offa Garage. All right, thank you. Okay. The last message we have here. Good morning, house. Good morning, house. Obedient movement should go and register as a political party. Isa Mohammed from Ilorin.
They might soon be.
You said it earlier. You said obedient movement might be another faction from Labour Party that might resurface.
Metamorphose into a full-blown political party.
If all these controversies continues.
They said it. They said even membership are expected from across political parties.
Not membership as for Labour Party, for obedient movement.
That's what they said. And the same Obi has been holding meeting, consulting with top politicians across the country.
Well, let's see how things unfold. Let's see how things unfold regarding this issue. And we just hope that the Labour Party, not just the Labour Party, even the PDP, arrange their house well. And, I believe in strong oppositions against any government that is not standing up to his responsibilities. I believe so much. And if there wants to be a coalition, fine. If not, let them stand as a strong opposition, come with a very good blueprint to give to the people and deliver well. The APC came with a blueprint as well.
Yeah.
And they said they will deliver well. Well,
they will always tell us that. It's when they get there that we begin to see different things.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, call us back 0913-655-6952. Let's look at our last conversation. The move by MACBAN to ban underage herders as well as night grazing. MACBAN, known as the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. They have announced a ban on the use of underage herders and night grazing in Kwara State. This was made known by the national president Alhaji Baba Othman Ngazema. He announced this decision during the inauguration of the state's new executive in Ilorin on Sunday. He also highlighted the importance of fostering peaceful coexistence between farmers and herders, and he urged the new executive to prioritize maintaining harmony. Well, the age limit for underage, we
do not know.
We do not know. Is it below
but
18?
we can know when we see this small children.
Exactly.
Heading cattle even in the cities.
But they are very experienced.
Well experienced to the extent that they just say, you see, there will still be a difference between the small children and the adults heading their cattle.
So what do you take on? What's your take on this?
Well, I commend Mark Ban.
Yes.
And I have heard one or two of them speak on radio and television in Kwara State here, and the way they speak, I commend them. And not only that, those who lead them, particularly in Kwara State that I know here, you can see they are educated. They speak perfect English.
Right.
They express good opinions too.
All right.
So I commend them.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Wale Adedeji. Thank you for coming on the program. This is where we'll be stepping on the brakes.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you out there for listening to.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. My name remains Nedu Okorie. I need to leave the studio right now. And the next program about us, it comes up shortly. Thanks so much to my producer, Mr. Taiwo Adediran, and the general manager, Mr. Michael Abiodun Olanrewaju. Let's do this again on Thursday, and stay tuned for Editor's Hangout tomorrow at exactly 10 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. All right, have a wonderful day.
Ẹ tó kú déédéé wòyí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. Ìròyìn ayọ̀ mú wá fún yín o, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní mọ́tò pátápátá tó sì jẹ́ wípé àmójútó ọkọ̀ yín jẹ yín lógún. Soladex Exim Automobile ọ̀gá ni wọ́n nípa kí wọ́n sọ ọkọ̀ di tuntun kó dùn wò ní rekete. Pabambari ibẹ̀ wá ní wípé ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ òde òní ni wọ́n fi ń báyàn kún ọkọ̀. Soladex Exim Automobile olú iléeṣẹ́ wọn wà ní number 10 Shao Close off Agbonda Road.